Welcome back to Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Again.
Yes. All right, so we have
This
a new
will never end.
we have a new special episode to do. And by the way, the most recent patch also added in a 2-player mode. It tells the story of Captain Toad and Toadette's adventure in search of a crown that's a little bit special.
Oh,
So the co-op is exclusive to like only one certain.
No.
episode.
The co-op can be used in everything.
I'm guessing the
they're
special
talking-
episode
they're
is the
talking
one
about-
that advertises it.
It's the special episode that has that thing. Anyway, yeah, we can either do the assist mode, where basically Jova, it's just like in Super Mario Galaxy games.
Hey, it's kind of what everyone wants for Super Mario Odyssey, a version where you actually get to play as two characters and one that's in assist mode.
Well, Odyssey is different because Odyssey is an open world platformer. But the point is,
There is still a co-op mode, it's just that one player gets to play as Cappy.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is just like in Super Mario Galaxy. You have an assist, or you can just play in co-op. So me and my brother are gonna try out the first stage in co-op. The search for the legendary crown. Well, that's the thing, Teo. This game is basically a big passion project for Koizumi and his team. So
I can see that. I was reflecting these days, knowing how this game is still getting supported despite everything, even with the the new new versions of Twitch and now the DLC. No. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't mind if this kind of becomes a more recurring series that functions as sort of a breather for Koizumi and his team between each major Mario games they want to make.
Uh-huh.
So you think this is going to be the DLC milking cow for every time we have to wait
Well,
for the
not
new
necessarily
Mario
just
game?
this game. I can totally imagine now at this point they making a sequel, expanding upon what this game offers, because there's a lot of just this DLC shows that there's a lot of things that you can expand this type of game with.
The
I wonder if
co-op.
there's a one-player mode where you can somehow have both of the characters on, but
No,
you
you
just
can't.
swap control between the two of them.
No, there isn't. The co-op mode works like this: one controls the captain, the other one controls Toadette, and you have the controls work exactly like in the single-player mode. Here's the big way how you need to be exceptionally coordinated with your partner.
I can see that.
You need to constantly communicate and say, okay, I'm going to switch the camera here. Okay, do you mind stopping a bit so I can check things here? Because
Means no being like Super Mario 3D World where you're constantly being dicks to each other.
yeah, because if someone changes the camera without first consulting the other, they might really throw the other player off. So basically, this co-op mode is all about communication and cooperation and being very in sync with your other.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Captain Toad.
Oh,
Way Out.
Jesus!
Oh, snap.
It's a good thing with the
It's like,
response.
it's Captain Toad, a way out, pretty much.
I would argue.
I think unlike A Way Out, you don't need two players.
No, you don't. It's just an optional way. There's no stage that is designed specifically. It's just an optional way of playing the game.
Actually,
curious,
I haven't asked this. So who's playing with you for this one?
My brother.
Okay,
I'm curious. In this regard, are there any benefits to doing it as two-player? Because normally when a game gives a co-op mode, there's often sometimes either benefits or I guess extra challenge.
In this case,
So-
it's extra challenge because again, you have to, it's basically a way of basically a way of for example, Jova, if you're used to playing this game in single player, playing in co-op is a whole different story. So it gives the players a different way of experiencing the game. Basically, give a new life to the older stages of sorts.
Also, whoever threw away the key, yeah, too bad for. Oh,
It
never mind,
responds.
you gotta do it.
It responds.
Of course, the catch is that
The
you
game
can't
isn't
climb.
lagging.
The catch is that you can't climb while holding the key.
Obviously.
Also, collect the Chaos Emeralds. Yes, please.
No.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds, Joe?
No, the co-op is entirely, and it's free even because the co-op is not part of the DLC. It comes with the most recent patch, so it's not like
I just wondered, so is there any benefit to doing the co-op mode? Do you feel like you get anything new out of it, or is it just
No.
there for might as well?
Do you want to? It's basically boils down to this, Jova. Do you want to experience all of the stages in this game in a fresh, new way, specifically with co-op mode? Because the way you play in single player mode cannot be the same as you play in co-op mode. It's a whole different way of playing it. So basically, do you want to play the games in a completely fresh, different way to or not, then by all means play co-op. Or if you want to make life easier for yourself, then I recommend doing assist mode instead of co-op mode, because assist mode allows the pointer second player to easily trap and make enemies. Have you ever played have you ever tried out the assist mode in the Galaxy games, Jova?
I still have to get around to playing the Galaxy game.
Oh, okay. Basically, let's talk this. Check out Some Call Me Johnny's Galaxy 2 review and check out the ending part.
Oh, that. Okay, I have seen his reviews of them.
Well, did you remember when him and Elliot tried out the assist mode in the Galaxy 2? It's basically the same thing, which makes sense since it's made by the same team.
For the sake of our audience, I guess we might as well clarify.
Okay, so basically, you have a second player that controls that little cursor thing that you can see. He can kind of, trap the enemies and stuff like that. It makes it easier. He can collect coins for you. He can even try to see if he can point to any specific hidden treasure and anything. So basically, it's exactly what it says. It's an assist mode. Basically.
It's kind of like the equivalent of the Wii U gamepad.
I was about to say, it's its replacement.
As Johnny put it very well, in Galaxy 2 it's amazing because it's the best way of getting purple coins, because getting purple coins can be... Purple coins are exceptionally hard to get in Galaxy 1 and 2, so using assist mode to get them easier is such a bliss.
And yet they're still not as infuriating as the blue coins from Super Mario Sunshine.
There we go. All 3 Chaos Emeralds.
So, okay, I have to wonder, is there like a one-player version of this where oh wait, I'm guessing assist mode is the one-player version.
There is no Jova. The stages are never made with co-op in mind. You can play this DLC in single-player mode if you want. There's no... the co-op mode is just an alternate way to play the game. It doesn't require... nothing is... You can play the entire thing without even touching the co-op mode.
I mainly bring up the fact that, when we started up this mode, 2 options were presented to us, co-op and assist, but I'm guessing assist is essentially the one-player mode, since you don't have to have someone working out the pointer and all that.
Yeah.
Although you could technically do it if you're good at handling both in one hand.
It's basically like this. Like, if you play with the 2 Joy-Cons, might as well you use the pointer yourself. However, if you're playing with a Pro Controller... it helps to have someone separate with a Joy-Con using the pointer, because using the pointer with the Joy-Con is much better than doing it with the Pro Controller.
Oh, right, we got an artifact, I'm guessing.
The crown.
The crown.
I wonder what this crown does.
Hey, Toadette, did you speak in the wash or something?
And that thus came Toadette's inspiration for getting a super crown to make himself into a copy of
If you're holding the
Peach
Joy-Con horizontally, aim with the cursor and press up to hinder enemies. And there you go, Jova. That's one thing you can do in assist mode. The assist player can hinder enemies.
Crown capture... Okay, are all the artifacts going to be goddamn crowns?
Well, Jova, they did tell us that that's what the special is about.
Remember, Jova, for the Odyssey level...
wait, no, that's too easy. It's bait.
Poster.
No, seriously, the crown's right there. I'm not buying it. Oh, wait, I get it.
5 of them.
You have to get 5 of them.
Or maybe it's that kind of level where you just have the treasure lab there, and then the crow, I keep forgetting his name, the crow shows up again, stealing you.
I'm trying to see if I can...
Only one, though. That's weird.
I'm trying to see if I can find a golden mushroom. Fun fact, if you point and rustle here, flowers will grow, as I'm about to demonstrate.
Yeah, sorry guys, it turned out that Toadette had to go back to her home planet, so I'm doing the rest of this thing on my own.
Again, this is going to turn out to be the origin story for the Super Crown and how Toadette finds one to become a copy of Peach.
She becomes a copy of who?
There you go. You have 5 seconds in between each crown.
Oh man.
So they're like the red coins.
Working for one.
Oh, this is terrible.
Working for one Peach is bad enough. I don't need to work for another one.
Oh, get used to it. I hear the Super Crown's pretty popular in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh, God help me.
According to New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, Luigi wants one. For why? I have no idea.
But why does he want a Peach? He's already got a Daisy.
I can't see himself wants to be the Peach.
Well,
damn.
That's
back to the drawing board.
That's okay. We'll just start over.
Sorry, sorry guys. I messed up. Oh, there you go.
one cool thing that they do is that the crowns sometimes are in they sometimes mix up the places where the crowns show up. If you might have noticed how that crown wasn't there in that particular place earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Okay, Princess, Your Highness, Your Highness,
Boo
I respect
spotting
you
at Darkly
and all,
Cove.
but you've got to stop losing those crowns.
All right, here's another thing that also in co-op also ensures this. Using 2 headlamps makes it easier to defeat the boos.
Oh, okay. So this is one of those cases where co-op comes in handy.
However, Jova, for the sake of those who don't have a co-op partner,
the double cherry.
We have the double cherry. For those who haven't played Super Mario 3D World, the double cherry is a new power that premiered in that game that multiplies you every time you touch it.
Oh
Get as
God!
many as you
Why didn't I
can.
bring my blanket with me today?
Why would you bring your blanket to a boo house?
Because I can hide from the boos.
That's not how it works. You just have to stare them right in the face
Hiding
and they'll
from
be
them is
spooked.
not what you want to do, actually.
Exactly. You have to face them first and foremost if you want to get them to cower.
Aha! Now I've got 2 cat and toads. Now who's booing now, bitches?
Don't quit your day job.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like Mario's puns are any better.
Actually, he has a Saturday Night Live over on in the New Dawn Kingdom.
Mario doesn't really say puns, Toad. He just sleeps while claiming the name of various Italian meals.
Yeah, the puns, the bad jokes are more Bowser's thing.
Fun fact. That you know that thing that I just mentioned, where in Mario 64, whenever you leave
Yeah.
Mario idle, he sleeps and he's like ravioli and stuff like that.
Ah,
That was Charles Martinet ad-libbing.
Pretty much a lot of Mario 64 was
Interesting
Charles
choice.
Martinet ad-libbing. Which I guess makes sense.
Well,
seeing
that's
as
how he got
Mario.
that's how he got the job. Actually, remember, like the people in the casting thing didn't even tell him anything. They just said, "Okay, you're a plumber from Brooklyn. Just this is for kids, so make sure you don't say any swear words. Go," and that's it. That's literally all they told him. So, okay, this is an Italian plumber from Brooklyn, but it's for kids. So I want to be nice and stuff. And then that the voice just came out like that when they said action. So it was all a complete improvisation.
Fucking boos.
Okay,
Ah,
let's
crap.
try this again.
Well,
Fortunately, the double cherry spawns if you screw up.
Hey, do you guys want to hear my narration of this game?
No, thank you.
one narration. It's,
Don't worry, it's not constant narration. It's just the opening.
yes, the
It got
narration of the
scrapped.
story of a guy who can move all around but can't jump.
These guys have got 99 problems, and I'm 2 of them.
So, just gotta help yourself. Remember, make sure not to die if you're not the original, or if you are the original,
Actually,
actually.
I don't even know if I am the original anymore.
Exactly.
And people say Mario has the deepest lore.
Well, that's
Well, you are technically a part of his
Oh, that's a
lore.
big boo.
Paper Mario did used to have some decent one before Miyamoto killed it.
Yeah,
Eh?
lore.
The Paper Mario series before Miyamoto decided to neuter it.
Remember later on, Miyamoto decided RPGs shouldn't have stories.
Well,
the
specifically-
Everything past Super Paper Mario.
Okay. To be fair, he thought that specifically about Mario RPGs, not RPGs in general. Let's not forget, he is the guy who created Zelda with its lore and all that.
the
He
soon-
Still
specific-
RPGs though.
the sooner
Well, yeah, exactly. My point is like, well, it was Mario RPGs. That said, though, I'm not gonna pretend that still wasn't stupid.
the
Unspecified.
sooner Koizumi takes his place in Nintendo, the better.
Miyamoto still does do good here and there. Just keep him away from the Mario RPGs.
But that's the thing, Joe. Unlike Miyamoto, Koizumi doesn't live in the 1980s still. So
I'll just say this: keep Miyamoto to certain things. Just keep him away from Mario RPGs. Well, granted,
And Star Fox.
I forget. Was he involved with Color Splash?
His views on how
he wasn't. He didn't have. He didn't interview his Color Splash, I think. But the thing is that the Color Splash was made by the same team that made Sticker Star, so it wasn't all that much better from what I've heard.
Ooh, Goomba Galleon.
Yes, Kuma Galleon.
Goody, a ship.
Oh,
And
hey,
that rips apart, as you can tell by the obvious tear in the middle of it. Jesus Christ, Bowser, learn to patch your ships up better.
No,
They're only half the galleons they used to be.
Oh
God.
One thing is, toads look like mushrooms, and yet the Goombas look like a different kind of mushroom. Wonder how the mushroom chain had come out.
In the original American-made storyline in the manual Dwibs, they're evil mushrooms, whereas the other ones are the
got
good
mutated.
mushrooms. But that got eliminated when Mario 64 came around. Now they're just part of Bowser's henchmen. Oh, remember, Jova, in the original story of Super Mario Brothers, every block was actually a citizen of the mushroom. It was a person of the Mushroom Kingdom that was transformed, and as Johnny put it very well, which means every time Mario broke a block in those games, he was killing someone.
Yeah, that's the thing. That never got retconned. So for all we know, that still is the case.
So Mario has a higher body count than Bowser.
Dibs, considering the amount of henchmen he kills,
That's the thing.
But hey, that's just a theory.
That's the thing, Jova. That was a part of the U.S. manual. The Japanese manual, from what I've checked, had different. Because remember, it was that time and period where American localizers had this idea of changing stuff in the manual and the storyline lore. Let's not forget how Sonic CD's American manual refers to Amy as Sally from State AM. So
There's definitely something to the colorblindness in the Sonic universe.
Remember, those were also the ones that changed King Koopa's name to Bowser. Although, to be fair, and I kind of wish Sega did the same, at the very least Nintendo committed to the difference, whereas I think in hindsight, Sega probably should have kept the Robotnik name for Western market, because the Western gamers tend to prefer Robotnik. Johnny, for example.
Yeah, they still kept it. It's just that they incorporated it into his name.
Well, remember Nintendo did the same thing. Remember when Princess Peach was called Princess Toadstool?
True, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's because people just prefer the term Peach eventually.
I don't have a problem with localizers having their own take. Like for example, how in the original version of Layton's Mystery Journey, Emiliana Perfetti is not Italian. That was just Richard Marconi trying to give her some kind of other traits just to make her stand out a bit more.
What did she have to do with Italian?
She didn't. In the original Japanese version, she was just, an investigator. But when Richard Marconi would end his team, the Nino Kuni team localized Layton's Mystery Journey, they changed her name to Emiliana Perfetti and made her of the Italian descent. Which is fine by me. I don't mind them changing that stuff for the localization, and that's what I'm talking about. As long as they keep the spirit of the character alive, which they did, it's fine. I just want them to be consistent with it. I don't want them to...
Yeah, that's what I mean. For that game, for Layton, that was like the first appearance of a character. For stuff like Mario, instead, it's just retconning or Sonic, it's just retconning the name of the character, that has been up until that point.
Also, the Goombas are taking a bath in that's nice detail there.
I'm alright there chillaxing, taking a ride down it.
And Toad is messing with the rest.
Hey guys, do you remember those times where I sung pop songs?
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
And I don't want to remember.
Oh, come on, surely you've heard Captain Toad sings Lady Gaga.
No,
wait. I think I do remember that time that you did some karaoke in New Donk City, but it was drowned out by the music.
Are you sure? I think I sung louder than the music.
No, actually, the music was louder than you, quite miraculously, indeed.
But that's strange, though. That happens everywhere I go. Whenever I do karaoke somewhere, the music's just too loud, no one can hear my voice.
I do wonder.
Right now?
Oh, jeez.
You know what you should do? Go down to the Disco Alley track in Mario Kart 8.
I would, but I'm too busy driving.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, there's another thing as well. In the earlier, Mario Party games, I had a normal, high-pitched voice. Now I sound like I've got permanently something wrong with my throat.
I wonder, maybe speaking high-pitched is constantly... Well, maybe that's finally taken its toll on you, Captain Toad, my dear boy.
And why do some people say, hey, you're that same person who voices Cortana? And I'm like, who the hell's Cortana?
Oh, look, when Microsoft eventually merges with Nintendo, I'm sure you'll understand all the answers.
I still don't understand some people.
It's a really weird world, Toad.
And I work with an Italian plumber and what's his name?
Technically, he's Italian-American, but I see your point.
Well, technically, you don't work for him. You just partner up and help him get every time. Ever since Galaxy 1, whenever Mario has a new adventure, hey, the Captain Toad Squad. How you doing?
Speak of the devil.
Just
Where's
chill.
Toad?
You lazy shit!
And
Stop and help me, damn it!
And Yellow Toad is sleeping because, of course, he is.
You'll just find them chilling wherever.
Yeah, I'm clapping. Just you get your ass kick out of your lazy asses and help me out here.
Well, actually, they just found a gem for you. That's what they do. They found certain stuff for us.
Sure. They took a gem out of the ground. I've been running around this pirate ship, moving stuff, heavy stuff. Bear in mind.
Well, there are levels.
Just sit around doing nothing.
Well, there are levels
I
where.
guess you could say it's hammer time.
Well, there are levels that focus on the entire squad.
Come on.
There we go.
Stop. Hammer time.
It's not even a hammer. It's an axe.
You were just using a hammer. It's a blue hammer.
Isn't it more like a pickaxe or something?
It's a pickaxe, yeah.
But the hammer time theme.
Here, let me axe you.
Pants.
No,
I wouldn't
Ken.
be surprised that if the way it moves inspired the hammer in Splatoon 2.
I'm afraid I can't let you do. I'm afraid I can't do that for you, sir. Huh? Why the fuck? Why the heck not? I'm sorry, sir, but that is just too big an axe.
Go in the corner.
Don't blame me. Blame the Welsh comedians.
Whee!
Oh,
I hereby proclaim this boat the SS Toad.
you got half a ship. That's literally
You're
cut in
already a
half.
captain, so...
I'll probably get... Daisy will probably rebuild it or something.
True. She does own a cruise, after all.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a missed opportunity that he didn't turn the flag into a toad flag as an homage to, capturing kingdoms.
Well, technically, we're not capturing anything. We're just getting crowns for Mario.
I know. I'm just saying it was a bit of a missed opportunity. Dragadon's Golden Rush.
Crap. Man, Yoshi gained a lot of weight.
There you go.
That's not Yoshi. That's Dragadon. Complete with the bump
Special.
on his head that you procured.
It's another homage to New Super Mario Bros. 2.
Mm-hmm.
Coins.
What are we doing against a giant dragon?
This is the part where we make our peace with God, Lenny.
We're Koopas. We don't believe in God.
Oh, says you. I knew to call to a higher power when I took to the bout of working for Bowser of all people. Hey, it's kept me from getting stepped on by Mario for at least 30 years now.
I thought it was called King Koopa.
King Bowser Koopa. Bowser's his first name, but Koopa's his last.
Capture
That's
at
so
touch.
confusing.
Oh, touchstone.
Yes, crown catch on the
Oh
touchstone.
my.
This is yet another return of the touch, the part of the level gimmick where every time you touch either the pink part or the blue part, it moves. So make sure you alternate between those to make your way across.
Oh yeah, I remember these from Super Mario 3D World.
Yep.
Surprised that they brought this back for DLC.
Well, it was all in the base game as well. This game, I mean. So this is just them taking that particular. Again, this is the typical modus operandi for Koizumi's team when designing a game. For every level, they either take an older idea and put a new, fresh spin on it. This one in particular using the crowns, or just come up with something that radically reinvents older ideas, or even come up with a new one altogether.
Go.
No! Aw, crap.
Perspective.
Yeah, should have switched the camera. Let's try that again.
This bag is too heavy. Maybe I should put it somewhere and remember where I put it and then come back when I've got all the diamond, crown cards.
But that way you won't. But that way you wouldn't look as nearly as cool walking around.
I've got a lamp on my forehead.
Well, yeah, you need that for light. So.
Shame you can't raise those platforms while you're on top of them. Actually, you
can.
can. Why didn't you do that before?
It didn't come up. I forget.
Ay.
What are you, Alpha 2?
Alpha 5.
Rangers, the world is in danger.
Yeah, that's such a good point, Webbs. Where are Alphas 1 through 4 exactly?
I don't know. Zordon probably got fed up. Zordon probably got fed up with them and wrecked them.
Well,
Yeah.
considering how dark Zordon
That's
is, wouldn't surprise me.
That's actually a good point. Alpha 5. So does that mean that Zordon killed 4 Alphas before the Power Rangers came
Well,
in?
considering how Zordon's a lot more competent than Rita, wouldn't surprise me.
I guess.
And yet later, he'll end his career married to Rita and in a drunken stupor on the moon.
That was Lord
wow.
Zed.
It's like
Sorry, Lord Zed.
it's kind of like in Fairfin Seraph where QB's real name is Cuberial the Third because Tiara's first 2 pets were called Cuberial the First and Second. There you go. Fuck.
Got
There we
it.
go. All right. There you go. And
Oh,
I thought it was
perspective.
perspective again. All right. I should. That's the thing. That's the thing. I should be moving the camera. I should be moving the camera around while I'm doing this, but I'm lazy, so I'm not doing it.
Oh.
So in that case, Pedro, you're playing yourself.
Yes. Why not?
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Move! No!
Well, fuck.
Well, that didn't go so well.
Can these things give me 10 seconds or something? 5 is such an arbitrary number. It's in between.
It wouldn't be so. It wouldn't be challenging otherwise, Toad.
Make it 10 seconds. That's challenging enough.
Not as easy as it looks, is it, Toad?
Not really. 10 seconds would basically make this way too easy, honestly.
Shut up, Mario. Or Luigi, or whoever's talking.
All it takes is knowing how to jump, you moron.
I've got a heavy bag on my back. I can't jump, you insensitive
Why don't you
dookie.
leave the backpack at the start of the stage, like in the corner?
I don't know. Ask Koizumi.
It's like Sonic Labyrinth, where he can't take the shoes off, he can't take the backpack off.
You're an explorer. Because he's like.
Brilliant!
But
You're taking inspiration from Sonic Labyrinth. I salute you, Toad.
And Kazumi's like, no, you're an explorer. Explorers always go around with their backpacks, and they look cooler that way.
Well,
Just
could you at
ask
least get me a
Dora.
lighter? Could you at least get me a lighter backpack, you inconsiderate prick?
How are you gonna carry all those gems, though?
I'll just store them in my ass.
You're not a Sonic character. You can't do that.
Or
Yeah,
Crash Bandicoot.
wrong franchise. Sonic is the one that carries the
A lot
emeralds
of
on his ass.
inspiration from Sonic with this game.
Eh.
Mario. Well, you're not Mario, so you can't fit stuff in your pockets. Actually, do you even have pockets on your bodies?
No, that's what the backpack is for.
It's
Which
one
is
of the
why he has such a
backpacks
sore
from
back.
Harry Potter.
All
Mary
right,
Poppins. So.
we'll continue collecting crowns in the next part.
See ya.
See you later.
Yeah.